The latest portable monitors can slide right into your backpack next to your laptop and instantly turn any coffee shop, airplane tray, or hotel desk into a full multi-screen workspace. Today, we're taking a look at the 5 best portable monitors of 2025, from lightweight productivity companions to premium color-accurate panels for creators. And as always, you can find the best deals linked down in the description. We'll kick off with the Acer PM161Q, break down what it does well, where it struggles, and whether it could be the right pick for you. Let's get into it. This is a 15.6-inch IPS display at full high definition, that is to say 1920 by 1080 pixels. Acer also includes built-in speakers, which are a welcome touch on a monitor many people will pair with a laptop in tight quarters. You won't get booming audio, but for casual use, Zoom calls, YouTube, podcasts, they are acceptable. What really sets the PM1 apart is its versatility in connections. Unlike some monitors that lock you into USB-C only, this model offers a mini HDMI input in addition to standard USB ports. That means you can hook it up to devices that don't support USB-C with DisplayPort mode. Think older gaming consoles, some older laptops, or media devices. That extra compatibility can really save you on trips when you don't have adapters. In use, the display is decent. Color and brightness are okay for everyday productivity, documents, browsing, presentations, light image editing. The tilt stand is simple but stable. It won't rock under your hands when you type. Where it struggles is in bright lighting, so using it in a sunlit room or outdoor setting becomes less comfortable. Also, for color-critical tasks like color grading photos or video, you'll want something with better gamut and calibration consistency. If your priorities are ease of connection, broad compatibility, and reasonable display quality for everyday tasks, and you're okay compromising when it comes to brightness and professional color accuracy, the Acer PM1 is an excellent all-around starting point in the portable monitor world. All right, let's move on to one of the longest standing names in the portable monitor game. The ASUS MB169CK has been around for a few years now, but it keeps showing up in best of lists for one simple reason. It just works. Right away, you'll notice the design is extremely thin, about the width of a few stacked credit cards, and surprisingly lightweight for a 15.6-inch screen. ASUS clearly went for portability first, and it shows. The MB169CK runs a full high-definition IPS display, just like the Acer, but ASUS includes its proprietary eye care technology, which is really just a fancy way of saying it has flicker-free backlighting and a low blue light mode. If you're staring at spreadsheets or documents for hours on end, that small difference actually does make things a bit easier on your eyes. Connectivity is dead simple. A single USB-C cable handles both power and video. Plug it into your laptop, and that's it. No wall wart, no secondary cable, no setup wizard from 2012. It just pops on and works. That's one of the big reasons people love this model. If you're bouncing between hotel rooms or working at client offices, having one less cord to worry about is bliss. The display quality itself is solid, but not extraordinary. Colors are accurate enough for general productivity, but if you're doing design or video color correction, it's going to look slightly muted compared to higher-end panels. The brightness is fine indoors, about 250 nits, but again, not built for working next to a sunny window or outdoors. Where this monitor wins is in practicality. It's built like a slab of modernist tech minimalism. Plug it in, it works, it doesn't complain. No fiddly menus, no mystery lag. If your goal is to have a dependable travel monitor that always works, even when you barely have space for your coffee mug, the ASUS MB169CK fits the bill perfectly. And while the design might feel a bit plain next to flashier competitors, there's something charmingly utilitarian about it. It's like that one friend who always shows up on time, not flashy, but you're glad they're there. Now let's talk about the ViewSonic VG1655, a monitor that sits right in the middle of the pack, both in price and personality. It's not trying to be the thinnest or the most high-end, it's trying to be the monitor that works with everything, everywhere, and in that regard, it pretty much nails it. The ViewSonic VG1655 is a 15.6-inch full high-definition IPS display that's built for flexibility. The first thing you'll notice is that it has 2 USB-C ports, one for power and one for video, and a mini HDMI port for good measure. That means it can work with laptops, game consoles, or even some smartphones that support video out. That's a big deal because many portable monitors make you choose between charging your laptop or connecting your display. Here you can plug in both at once and keep your laptop topped off while the monitor runs. If you've ever had your battery die mid-Zoom call, you know why that matters. In terms of display quality, it's genuinely good for the price. The colors are vivid, the contrast is solid, and it's bright enough to handle most indoor environments. It won't dazzle you like a 4K OLED, but for a mid-range portable monitor, it's impressive. Text looks crisp, movies look great, and there's minimal lag for casual gaming. If you're someone who bounces between laptops, tablets, and maybe even a Nintendo Switch or Steam Deck, this is the one that can handle all of it without asking for special adapters or a 30-minute troubleshooting session. All right, now we're stepping things up a bit. Both in size and in sophistication, the LG Gram+view 16MR70 isn't your average portable monitor.
The first thing you'll notice is the size, 16 inches, and importantly in a 16:10 aspect ratio. That extra bit of vertical space might not sound like much, but when you're editing documents, browsing timelines, or doing creative work, it's a game changer. You can actually see more of what you're working on without constant scrolling, which is something you start to miss the moment you go back to a regular 16:9 screen.
The resolution also gets a bump, 2560 by 1600, which gives you a noticeably sharper image compared to the full high-definition panels we've seen so far. It's crisp, clean, and color accurate. LG claims 99% of the DCI-P3 color gamut, and in use, it genuinely looks rich and well-calibrated. Design-wise, it's beautifully minimalist. Thin, light, and wrapped in a smart folio cover that doubles as a stand. You can prop it up in landscape or portrait and it holds steady on a desk or even a cramped airplane tray table. It's obviously designed to complement LG's Gram laptop lineup, but it works seamlessly with any USB-C device that supports DisplayPort Alt mode. One of the nicest touches here is that you get two USB-C ports, one on each side, which makes cable management blissfully flexible. You can plug in from whichever direction makes sense for your setup, and you don't have to twist the cable into a weird loop to make it fit.
The only real downside, the price. It usually comes in a bit higher than most 15-inch models, but you're paying for that extra resolution, color accuracy, and polish. And to be fair, it feels every bit like a premium device.
Performance-wise, it's still not meant for hardcore gaming, it's still 60 Hz, but for work, creative projects, and travel productivity, it's easily one of the best experiences you can get in a portable display. If the Acer and ViewSonic were about value and versatility, the LG Gram+view 16MR70 is about refinement. It's made for people who live on their laptop, designers, writers, analysts, and want a second screen that feels just as polished as their primary one. And finally, we've got the Dell P1424H. It's compact, sturdy, and practical in that no-nonsense Dell way. If the LG 16MR70 is the sleek studio monitor for creatives, the P1424H is the dependable workhorse for professionals who just need things to work. At 14 inches, the Dell P1424H is the smallest display in this lineup, but don't let that fool you. It's one of the most refined. The screen is a full high-definition IPS panel, so you still get sharp text and clean color, but in a more compact footprint that fits easily into any laptop bag or even a large tablet sleeve. Where Dell really nailed it is the design. It doesn't rely on a flimsy folio cover. Instead, it has a built-in kickstand that feels solid and balanced. You can adjust the tilt smoothly without worrying it'll collapse under its own weight, which makes it feel surprisingly stable for such a light display. It's like the difference between balancing a tray on your knee and having an actual table. The build quality is classic Dell, minimalist, matte, and businesslike. You won't find flashy RGB lights or glossy finishes here, and that's exactly the point. It's made for professionals who care more about ergonomics and dependability than bells and whistles. This one also has USB-C ports on both sides, which lets you plug in from whichever direction fits your setup. Both ports handle power and video via DisplayPort Alt mode, so it's a true single cable experience. You can even daisy chain power if you need to charge your laptop through the monitor, which is a surprisingly rare feature in this size range. Color performance is excellent for its class, with decent brightness around 300 nits and good contrast for an IPS panel. It won't match LG's higher color gamut or resolution, but it doesn't need to. This monitor is optimized for clarity and reliability, not cinematic flair. Where it really shines is in portability. At just over half a kilogram, around 1.3 pounds, it's genuinely travel friendly. It actually fits on cramped airplane trays or narrow hotel desks without that awkward keyboard shuffle. Hopefully this helped you narrow down which one actually fits your setup. Whether you're editing on the go, gaming on a flight, or just tired of working from a single cramped screen. If you found this helpful, give it a like, it really helps the channel, and subscribe for more straightforward tech reviews every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.